Computer, yes. Okay, so officially welcoming everybody to tonight's Team Impact call. Welcome everybody. There's a ton of familiar faces, a lot of new faces. I am excited to see you guys here. And we have a special guest today. This is Erin, who is the founder of our company, Erin Bradley. Super excited to have you here, Erin. Thank you so much. And I am going to pass it on to you in just a few minutes. But first, let me give a huge shout out to some rockstar team members. And I know there's tons of leaders on this team, and I'm going to keep it really brief. I'm going to give a shout out to the newest junior reps on Team Impact, which are, guys, sorry, remember I am ESL, so I may really hurt your last names or first names. I am so sorry, but I'm gonna try, okay? Junior reps, Cami Diato, Kendra Salazar, Brittany Buckner, Brandy Hutchin, I think okay. Okay, senior reps, Rachel Bacon, Hillary Conway, Ellen Kimbrough, Christy and Michelle from Twin Fitness, Maureen Busby, Alicia Rose, Alicia Santaramo, and hey, you know what? Big applause. And then senior directors, yours truly, but ignore that one. Most importantly, Tracy Diato, and special recognition to my sponsor, super friend, Ellie Kruger. I don't see you. Some of you, I don't see your faces. It's totally okay, but it would be really cool to see your faces. And a special shout out to my partner in crime, who sometimes I just call to whine or cheer her up, or when I need some cheering, Sarah Bonham. And last but not least, the amazing Tess Davis, who reached executive. And hello, we've only been doing this thing for like 4 months. So it's been crazy. It's exciting. We just came back from our mini summit in Chicago. And that's where I personally, and a lot of us, had the opportunity for the first time to meet in person. And not only meet other reps and meet team members in person, but it's just crazy how you just, after a few months of working with each other, everything through social media and some of these calls weekly, and it's like you know these people for forever. It's like not weird at all. It's so amazing, and it just confirms the mission and the vision. And I think Erin is gonna talk a little more about that, but it's like seeing it in real life is just so epic, so amazing. Seeing all the relation, I felt like a proud mom. I felt like a proud mom. So that was exciting. We learned a ton. There is another summit, like the bigger summit, coming up in September. And I am going to go ahead and say, everyone, make it a point to go buy the ticket now. Everything is figureable. We'll figure out how to get there. It's 2 months from now. Your first step is to make a decision to get your ticket to get there. Yes, agree with me? So we are gonna do everything possible to be there. It's in Utah, September 8th, but talk to your upline or the rep that invited you to this call. If you are here for any reason, you just bumped into this call, you have no idea what you're doing, hang in there. You're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be awesome. You're not gonna regret it. So hang in there. And I just wanna say thank you, and I'm gonna pass it along to Erin. I just, little brief introduction, because I want her to tell us a little more about herself and Ziya and all these amazing things. But Erin is a mom of 4. She is the founder. She's the genius that I guess that came up with the idea of having a MLM for workout clothes. What? Genius. So so it's just amazing. So Erin, please, I should be able to unmute you. You actually got it. She knows how this works. Thank you, Erin. Whoop, whoop.
You're welcome. Thanks, Paula. And just to start off, I want to second Paula with all those recognitions. It's incredible what you guys have accomplished in such a short amount of time. And we are just so thrilled with this team and where the direction you guys are headed. And leaving Chicago, I could not leave the vibe, the good feelings, the good vibes that you guys brought. And in fact, I ran into somebody, I guess you might know, because the only girl, I think she was the only one from Utah there. I'm trying to think. Anyway, I ran into Natalie Robinson today, and she's like, it was my favorite summit by far. She went to all 3 of them, and she said it was hands down her favorite summit. She enjoyed meeting you guys so much, and it was just such a great meeting. So you guys, we are so proud of your team and all the recognition and all the rank advancements. You guys are awesome. So huge congratulations to everyone. But just to tell a little bit about myself, I am a mama of 4 little kids, maybe not so little. My oldest is 13, and then I have an 11-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And I wouldn't be surprised if you guys met them at some point while I'm talking, running in and out. We've locked the doors, like stay outside and play. But one of them will probably sneak through a window or something and make their way in here and introduce themselves. But yeah, so busy. And then like to bike, like to hike, anything outdoors in the summer. Love to go to the lakes and spend time at the lakes, paddleboarding and kayaking, and just love to be outdoors, being active with our family. Love being active. So it's always been a huge part of my life. My parents, they're almost hitting 60, and they are still 2 of the most active people I've ever met in my life. So they taught us the importance of being active and making that a great way to spend time with our family. So I think I inherited that from them. But a little bit more about ZYIA. I'm really grateful that Paula asked me to get on tonight and talk, because in all honesty, this is my favorite part of being a part of ZYIA, is interacting with you women. Hands down, the best part of ZYIA. So Paula, thank you for asking me to get on and talk about ZYIA, because I could do it every night, all day, all night. It's my favorite thing. I love interacting with you guys. It's so fun. But she asked me to mainly go over the story of how ZYIA kind of came about, and our vision, and kind of where we see it going here in the next few years. So it's kind of a 2-part story. But in December of 2015, or maybe it was even January, winter of 2015, I was asked to go on a moonlit snowshoe hike with some amazing women. And, it was 10 o'clock at night that they wanted us to meet at the mountain. And all we had was the light from the moon. We did bring a few smart ones, brought some headlamps just in case. But we met, at a late hour, and I honestly wasn't super looking forward to it, because by the time I rolled around, I'm like, I'm pretty tired. I mean, I was looking for ways to bail, but ended up making it there. And pretty much right, it was a really fun time. As we were nearing the end of the hike, which also happened to be the hardest, it was the steepest part of the hike, I found myself in the very back of the group. I was the last one. And as I was looking up, I seriously, it stopped me in my tracks, and I got chills, because I saw all these women who I adored helping each other and motivating each other. You've got this, we're almost there, you can do this. And it just gave me the chills, watching them physically and mentally helping each other. They were pulling each other up by the hands. It was super slippery. And I was just like, I need more of this in my life. I crave this, I want this. And I left there thinking about that situation for quite some time. And I remember coming home and talking to my husband and saying, we've got to create some type of community that we can form where women are helping women. We are empowering each other and uplifting each other. And I was kind of starting to form some ideas and talk about maybe once a week we do some type of activity where women meet together, and we uplift and we encourage and we motivate and we do something active together. And so my mind kind of started going there. And then it didn't really go much further than that. I still kept trying to think of routes of where I could incorporate that. But then a short while later, we kind of found ourselves at a crossroads where my husband had, he'd been the CEO of another company, of direct sales and multi-level marketing, actually, company. And it was a very successful company, and he'd been the CEO for quite some time. But he felt like he couldn't really stand behind it anymore. There was some people that bought him out, and their values didn't really line up anymore. So we kind of found ourselves talking about the next step and what we envisioned. And we knew that we had fallen in love with the direct sales format, because when we would be together, we truly felt like family. When we would go on the cruise ships and we would go on the vacations and we'd be at these conferences together, we truly felt like we were family with these people. So we knew that Jeremiah's expertise and what he was really good at was the direct sales, and he knew the ins and outs of it and had ran the company and had all the capabilities it took to run a company of such. So we kept talking, like, what could we do? And he had some good ones, some real good ones. I was just like, I don't know, babe. I don't know if I could stand behind that. But it came to me, and I was like, honestly, I feel like the thing that I could stand behind 100% and that I would feel like is such a natural sell is activewear. It's something that I'm not a natural salesman. I've never been a part of a direct sales company. And honestly, I couldn't stand behind the jewelry or some of the candles or whatever it is. It's not what I'm passionate about. It's not what I love. And it's not something that I feel like I could fully stand behind. But activewear, it seems like, why not? Like, why would we not do activewear? People are asking me all the time where I get my leggings from or the shirt. And if we ever tell them where I got it, is there any kickback? And so, I kind of started thinking about this, and Maya's like, I don't know. I'm not sure that would work. But we kind of just kept talking about it. And finally he's like, I really want to look into this. I think we could make this happen. So anyway, as luck would happen, we know quite a few people that could help us get started with getting in touch with some amazing manufacturers. And we just ran full force with it. And I am just so grateful every single day that anytime we talked about it with anybody, they kind of pushed us. I'm like, yes, this is a fantastic idea. It's something that we would stand behind. We would want to be involved in it. And it has just honestly exceeded all my expectations. But what I really love about it is I was able to then look back and think about the moonlit hike and think of all the feelings I was feeling that night and incorporate them into ZYIA. And that's where you get the definition, the uplift, light, community, activity. All those things have just become a core value to us, and we just really promote those things and are so passionate about them. So I don't know if it's all kind of mixing together, but light, the logo for ZYIA is the moon, and that comes from the moonlight hike. And then ZYIA actually is the meaning for light. I believe it was Arabic. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Sometimes I get it confused, but pretty sure it was Arabic. And they spelled it ZIYA, but we kind of liked the play with the ZY together, IA. So we changed up the spelling a little bit, but I liked that. So the ZYIA also comes from light. So it all kind of stems back to that moonlight hike, and that plays a huge part of the story of ZYIA and the feelings that we want to promote going forward in having a community of women who uplift and empower and connect together. And I'm seeing it happen day in and day out, and it is so exciting to me. There's nothing I love more than when I do go to these summits and see people meet for the first time, like Paula was saying, and see the connections that, meeting for the first time, and they feel like they've known each other forever. But that's where I am so passionate about is the connecting and the uplifting, because it's pretty easy in the world we live in now to get jealous and to look for faults. But I'm just really will fight till the end, encouraging women to uplift each other and to be inspired by each other, instead of criticizing and being jealous. But look for the things that they admire about somebody, and just be inspired by that and help it change their lives for the better. But yeah, women to women connection is so important to me, and to uplift each other. So that's a huge part of ZYIA. But also, being in the direct sales for so long, we were able to see how many lives it could change financially. And that is also a huge part of why we wanted to do it in the direct sales format, because we saw firsthand how many lives it could change and what it can do for people to have extra income and be able to create their own hours of working and be able to stay home with their kids, or still keep a full-time job but do have something on the side. And so it really can be life-changing. And so that is a huge part of what excites us also about ZYIA. And we see that working very, very well, because Jeremiah knew it would. He'd been in it. He helped create the pay plan at his last company, and he knew it would work. But for some reason, I was just so protective of everybody. And I'm like, you have to promise me, like, people are gonna reap their rewards. They are gonna have income that if they want to take a week or a month off of work, they will have residual income if they work hard and they put the time into it, that it does work. And he kept promising me, Erin, I promise it works. I promise it works. And I am seeing it happen today. Looking at the commissions, I was blown away. We have women who are making 6 figures, and it is incredible to me, and it is so awesome. You guys, the sky is the limit with this company. And Paula kind of asked, like, where do you see this company in a few years from now? And I'm honestly telling you guys, the sky is the limit. Whatever goals you make for your ZYIA business, you can achieve them. And, write them down, make them a part of your daily habits of looking at them, and believe that you can achieve those goals. It truly is. I don't want to put a cap on it. So, sometimes I even find myself thinking, where do you think this will be in a few years? And I honestly, I can't even comprehend, because I would have never imagined we'd be where we are at today, just a short year later. And so, honestly, it's all up to you guys. The sky is the limit, and whatever you guys want from your business, you can make it happen. And you have all the support you need. You have an amazing team that you're a part of. You have corporate, all of us that you can come to. We want you guys to find success, and we are here to help you guys also. But we are definitely looking ahead to the future, and we've got those, we kind of started looking out a few months ago for new warehousing, and we kind of had some buildings that could sustain growth. But now we're finding ourselves, finding huge warehouses, because in a few years from now, we want to be prepared for the growth, and we want to have the warehouse space and everything it takes for the growth. So we're anticipating the growth. We're expecting it. At this point, I think it's the snowball effect, and there's no stopping it, honestly. And you guys are a part of something pretty awesome. To be in this early, like you guys are, is pretty rare for a company like this. And so I hope you guys take full advantage of this opportunity, and know that you are part of an amazing team that is here to help you, and you will continue to find success if you just keep putting in the work. And remember that it is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not going to happen overnight. Some of you might have more obstacles than others, but don't let those get in the way. You guys just put in the work that it takes. Be consistent, and you will find the success, and you will find that residual income that you're looking for. So it's all just so exciting for me and for I think everybody in ZYIA. It's just so fun to see what's happening here and for all of us to be a part of it together and here to help each other along. It's a very, very humbling, sweet experience. And like Paula said, she kind of felt like this mom at the Chicago summit. I found myself in the back feeling the same way. I'm like, I am just so proud of these women. I feel like we're all in this together. We all are getting out of our comfort zones. We're all having those hard days. We're having the good days. We're feeling the lows. We're feeling the highs. Hopefully at different times so we can help each other out. I can promise you guys, I feel those days. I have the hard times. And you guys are what pull me through those, honestly. So I thank you guys for inspiring me and for letting me be a small part of this. Paula or anyone else, is there anything else you guys want to know? I feel like I just
that was awesome, and I kind of knew a little bit about the story about the moonwalk and this and that, but it's just cool to hear it directly from you. And it's so awesome because if you think about how it came about, it makes complete sense. And building a community, I started with the company just February 13th, and looking now, it's like, what? How is this happening so fast? So it's amazing. And I can only think, especially after coming back from Chicago, I'm like, how can you not want your friends to be a part of this? Like, I'm sad of all the people that right now are like, I'm just going to sit and watch. It not because of the financial aspect of it, but just this, like, at least for me, like I shared my story on Saturday briefly, and I said 6 months ago, I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to go to bed. At 9 o'clock, I was like, I'm just ready to go to bed. I'm ready to shut it down. I would wake up in the morning like, oh, I gotta do this again. I gotta get up, rush from here to there, and then I was just trying to juggle many things and wearing many hats. And then I remember when Alicia signed up, and like 10 minutes later, she signed up her friend. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. There's something happening here. That's when I got a hold of the epicness that I could feel was gonna explode. So it's been awesome. And just in seeing everybody of course we don't know anybody, but all the people that I've met so far, other reps that we are interacting with, the team, our uplines, our downlines, everything it's like it is what you envisioned a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's like it's happening, and it's that snowball effect. I see it. I was rep 700 and something, and right now in 4 months it's like double the amount of reps there were when I signed up. So it's crazy. Yeah. So it's really cool. And I really appreciate that I know this is family time, and especially in a holiday. And I really appreciate that you decided to hop on here. We do have some questions that some of the team members wanted to know, and I more or less condensed it in a few. But maybe if you have a little extra time, you guys can unmute yourselves and ask. But one of the main questions one of the most common questions is, and I'm just gonna package it in one, is as far as product and line extensions, like do you think eventually we're expanding the men's line, children's line, plus sizes, swimsuits? I don't know how we call it. Are we expanding to other areas?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we have spoken about all of those things, and I think you guys will be really happy with the men's line. We kind of were testing out to kind of see what would happen with it, and it's done pretty well. So you will be able to see some new items coming here pretty shortly, and we're going to kind of continue to see how the men's line does, and we'll always continue to have some men's stuff. How much and how big we can grow that line really depends on you guys and how much the men's stuff sells. But yes, you can see some new men's stuff coming. And then kids line, that is something that we talk about often. And that's something that we're really looking forward to. So you guys can expect to see some kid stuff in the future. That's part of the plan right now. No guarantees, no finality and final dates, but it is something that is on our minds often, and we are looking into that quite intensely, and would love to go that direction also. Swimsuits, kind of same thing. You guys, we've dipped into that a little bit, and we'll see how that goes. But we'll just kind of have to test that out also, and kind of test the waters in that, and get a little bit more solid samples on those, and see what we can do with that. But we honestly want you guys helping us take this company in the direction you want. So if you have those ideas and you want certain things, email them to customer service. We usually, I see pretty much all of the emails that they forward on about ideas that reps want. So it plays I know you guys have heard this, but it plays a huge part in what we do moving forward. And I take it incredibly serious, because I want this to be something, I want you guys to take it in the direction you want. We have our ideas. It doesn't mean that they're the right ideas. That's why even with the products that we come out with, a lot of that, it kind of takes a little bit to kind of see where you guys want to take things. And Jeremiah is a huge numbers guy, so I sit there and pick his head almost daily on, okay, what are the numbers on this? What are the numbers on that? And that tells us really what we need to be ordering, and what you guys are asking for is by what's selling. Right now, the light and tights are what sells more than anything. So we are having huge shipments, tons and tons of light and tights. I think you'll be very...
Like how soon?
So very soon, like very, very soon. So you guys can look forward to that very, very soon. So then, yeah, it's the huge shipments. The big shipments have arrived. So you guys can look forward to having a lot more options and inventory on the light and tights. And I think you will find that July and August are going to be a very exciting month as far as product goes. And I think you guys will really like the launches.
Well, I was going to ask, and maybe this is a little bit of that, but I was going to ask you, what can we expect in the next months? So light and tights, but in the next couple of months, what can we expect as far as inventory? Some people get creative, some people get their juices flowing. What?
So are you talking more like more, are you asking like tank top? Like, I'm not sure what are you asking, like designs, like fun designs, or kind of
like what can we, like, it's more
all the above,
colors, more fall is coming up,
all of it. Like, we kind of are a little crazy. We're gonna have some really fun, creative designs, like pretty like July is still pretty summery, so there'll be some really fun summery pants. There's also will be some toned down capri pocket light and tights to look forward to. Honestly, a huge range of all of it, but there are some really fun designs that will be coming out in July and August. We kind of got our creative juices flowing, if that's the way Paula put it, and we had some fun. So there will definitely be a lot of design, but also we know people love the basic color, so we have some of that coming. We have all of it, honestly. We've got bright tank tops. We've got staple tank tops. It'll be a huge range of all the above.
We need orange. We need red.
Okay. I don't think you'll be disappointed. We have so much stuff coming in the next few months. So you guys, I think
don't let Zach hear this, okay?
I know, I'm gonna be in trouble. Seriously. I'm the one to call, because you guys, it's terrible. I'm like, gosh, dang it, they know how to get anything out of me. I need to be better. Seriously.
So awesome. No, but that is really exciting because yeah, a lot of people are out there. I heard from a few of the girls on my team that people want patterns, that people want colors. That I'm a black kind of girl, but I live in Florida, so the floral bra, I am stalking the mailbox like a maniac. So yeah, exciting stuff, very fun. You guys,
you'll have to let me know how you like the floral bra. I feel like we've gotten really great feedback, but again, we love all your guys' feedback because I feel like, you know, with the adjustments and the changes we made on that, I still want to make sure we get feedback and see what you guys think of that. I think it's awesome. It's got a little bit more coverage and love it. But that one, I think that's a good one. So I hope you like it.
Are we getting skirts?
There is nothing in the works for skirts right now.
Okay. But it's a good suggestion. So
yeah.
Something to send to customer service. Yeah, actually somebody yesterday asked me if I had like tennis skirts. I'm like, oh.
So our tennis skirt that we had before just did not sell. I see some thumbs up. Yes, tennis skirts. Okay. And I have been hearing that more and more. The first skirt we did just did not sell very well. And so I'm like, well, I guess people don't love skirts anymore. But I feel like I'm hearing it more and more. So we'll look into maybe we will look into getting on a skirt.
From my friend, I just heard, and this is just one person on my end, but she said that it was too flowy.
Yeah, okay.
But it's just somebody's opinion. But
yeah, you could try a new skirt and maybe just, you know, obviously do a little bit different of a style. Maybe it was more the style of that skirt that wasn't selling super well. So like I said, I have been hearing that quite a bit. So we'll start looking into that.
That's so awesome. So those are like the main questions that I have, but I also, if you have like 5 more minutes where we can open up the mic and just see if anybody wants to.
Absolutely.
And I unmute you, or you can click, there's a little unmute button in the bottom of your screen if you guys see it. Anybody want to ask anything? We definitely have to take a picture before we go. So you ready?
I'm reading these questions on the side finally now. Oh, hey, Sarah.
Hey, I have a quick question just because I did a Discover ZYIA like 30 minutes before this call and it was asked and I wasn't sure how to answer it because I'm like, everyone's doing so good in ZYIA, so we've never really had to worry about that question. But she asked, someone that was interested in joining was, what is that 6-month requirement? Is there a 6-month, like if you're a brand new rep, you have 6 months, so really a whole year to hit that 600 mark, or do you have to hit it within 6 months? I pulled up. Go ahead.
I'm not sure if I know what you're asking right there.
So if a new rep signs up, from what I was understood, that we have 6 months to sell at least $600 worth of orders to stay active. Otherwise, we could be terminated as far as our rep discount and status. So is it 6 months or is it a whole year for the first year?
Okay, that is a really great question, and it's a really good thing that I'm married to the guy that created the pay plan. So let me see if I can get him in here really fast. 1 second.
Okay, cool. Sorry, you guys. I know that wasn't like a really inspiring question.
No, that's okay. That's good that you brought it up. My understanding was it was throughout those 6 months, but I also heard today that it is included, but if we can get a confirmation, like from the one who created it.
I did this for you, girl. All for you.
Okay. Is Sarah the one causing problems here?
Yeah,
exactly. No.
Okay, so what was the question?
All right, so what I was under the impression of is when you sign up as a rep, you have 6 months to do at least 600 in sales. Otherwise, you could get terminated as far as like losing your rep discount and rep status. Now, I also heard, and I also just read in the policy of procedures, it's a little bit confusing, but your first time signing up, you have a year to hit that, or do you just have the 6 months? Is it a year or 6 months?
Well, so let me clarify one thing. So it's not necessarily a time frame from when you order. So the 6 months go from January to the end of June, and then it's another period from July 1st until December 31st. So technically, it's not. It has nothing to do with when you sign up. Now, I could be wrong. It's been a while. I don't have the policies and procedures memorized. I don't know anything about the year part, but you basically just have to place up to 300 CV worth of orders between January 1st and June 30th, and then again between July 1st and December 31st. But let me also say this. That just gives the company the right to terminate you. As of right now, we're not terminating anyone if they don't do that. So it's not top priority. We have 1,000 other things we're doing, like catching up on inventory and things like that. So like we didn't terminate anyone from the January through the end of June yet, but it is something as we grow and, you know, a couple years down the road when we have a bunch of people that might be inactive, we would clean some people up at that time. But it's not meant to try and kick people out. But it also can be an incentive for you reps that might have some people that might just be forgetting to order. You can send an email out at the end of June and at the end of December to remind people to order and say, look, these are the policies. They can terminate us if we don't order. So get your order in. So you can use it as a sales tool.
Absolutely. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you. I just had a new rep that was asking. I was like, honestly, everyone does so good when they join ZYIA. I've never even had to worry about that. Well, it's like it's so easy.
No, the retention numbers that we have in ZYIA right now are incredible. I've been asked to speak at the DSA convention several times, and one of the groups that I spoke on was on retention and the average retention indirect sales, and we're more than double the average company. I'm really impressed with you guys and how you just keep ordering. It's great. You've got great reps, great customers, so it's easy.
Thank you so much, Jeremiah. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for saving me there.
So cool. Great team. So anybody else? What else you guys have? Anybody else? Don't be
shy. Whatever you guys, we've got Jeremiah and myself here. So if I don't know it, I'm sure Jeremiah will.
Yeah.
I loved something, and I don't know, I'm just here breaking the ice, see if somebody, you know, it feels brave enough. Don't be, guys, we're here, we're friends, we're all friends. And I'm pretty sure there's no bad questions, so don't be afraid. But something that was like really awesome, and I keep thinking, I remember we had a team retreat about a month ago in Sarah's house, and Kendra, this question, I'm pretty sure you don't realize the huge impact of that, but you asked, what is your motivation? Actually, how do you stay motivated every day to do this? And the reality, like, the best answer I could find that, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but it's like just thinking where we're gonna be a year from now. It's just insane where this is gonna be a year from now. And Zach, I think it was Zach that put it on Saturday. He said, whatever we have right now, it's going to be double or triple, 2-3 times what we have right now is what we're going to be having in December if we continue with the momentum and the growth that we're experiencing right now. So whatever you're doing right now, think about where you want to be in December and keep going. Just keep doing what you're doing. Try to always be learning, be improving, being excited. Like I said on Saturday, the one thing that I always want to my team to remember is to always be the most excited person they know, because that takes you places. You don't have to have all the answers. Clearly, we don't have all the answers, nobody does. And it's great because you know what, we're learning, we're growing, we're earning as we're learning, and it's an amazing experience so far, at least for me. So I don't know if you guys, even if it's not a question, but if you have something to say, something you want to share, maybe a personal, I don't know, a personal story you want to share with, not personal story, but a success story relating Ziya with us, with Erin. I think it would be awesome to hear something like that. Oh, Tess, that's so awesome.
And Paula, just if I know I'm that person that would probably be the one scared to ask any questions. So my email address is ebradley@ziyaactive.com. If you guys have any questions or you guys want to throw any information my way about what you want to see, email me anytime, you guys, and I would love to hear from you guys and be in direct contact with you. So email me anytime, ask the questions, and feel free to use them anytime you guys want.
Erin, you said ebradley@customerservice.com, cs.com, or?
No, so it's actually ebradley@ZYIA Active.
Okay. I'm not sending you an email right now or anything.
Well, feel free to. Don't you worry.
There you go. I put it in the chat for everybody. You guys can just copy it.
Hey, my daughter has a question. Ask. Oh. Ask.
I want to hear it.
Ask it.
How old are you?
She said, how old are you?
5.5.
You're 5.5? I have a 5-year-old daughter.
Ask it. Ask your question. You were sitting here telling me. Ask it.
No.
Please. Ask it. She said, I love mommy's clothes. Why can't I wear them in my size?
Oh, question. That is a great question. We hope to get them in your size so you can wear them too.
How old I am?
Super cute in it. I bet you would.
Some mini.
How old I am?
Okay, James.
How old are you?
He just said, how old are you?
How old? 3?
Sorry, that was her question. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
So I have a quick question.
Yes.
I don't know if can you hear me?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Hi, I'm Brandy. So I'm currently living in a small, very rural area in Northwest Tennessee. And a lot of the people that have looked at my clothes, they really like them, but they're not used to spending even the amount that we have, which I got addicted to Lululemon. So I'm like, this is awesome, compared to that. But a lot of people here are not used to that. So what are some good tips for trying to motivate them to buy this stuff?
Well, it's nice to meet you, Brandy. But first of all, I would just say, honestly, maybe throw out there that they could throw a party so that they can get the rewards and get the items half off, get some items for free.
Yeah.
Maybe throw that out there and see if they can, if they'd be willing to do that. And then just maybe, I don't know, maybe I feel like that's the best way to get people to see the quality and to get them to try on the stuff is to at least offer for them to do a party. But if they're not willing to do that, I guess, I feel like once they get the clothes on and they feel the difference from, the Old Navy quality to Ziya, I feel like a lot of times they're like, okay,
right.
This is worth it. It's something that'll last for years. It's not something that I'll wear for a couple months and then throw away. That it's quality and that
right.
it'll last for years. And we do have some of the some of the stuff that is on the good, $20-$30 range, and just maybe show them those.
Yeah.
And maybe some of you guys have better experience with it than I have, and wanna jump in on this. And if you guys have had experience with this, feel free to take it over, because
right. Well, I would just say, just remember the beauty of this business that allows you to grow an epic business on social media. So if it's not happening locally, in my personal experience, the first couple of months, the majority of my business was all like online friends. And as people started posting pictures and commenting and all that, now my locals are like, can I touch you? I'm like, yeah, you can touch me. You can touch me. You have major FOMO, I know. And now local people are like, it's weird, but many times
I always make people touch me. I always make them touch me.
With the joggers, it was crazy. I'm like, I know you want to touch me. You can touch me. Or they'll put their pocket, their hands in my light and tight. But you know what? Spread your wings. Open up your wings. Focus on like growing on social media. And little by little, the local people are going to be like, so what is it that you're doing again? What were those pants that you were talking about? Don't let that put limits. At least that's my personal opinion. Yeah, it'll happen.
I guess when people ask me, like, compared to like Walmart, I mean, it's not even Old Navy, it's like Walmart brand. And I'm like, well, I don't know how to answer that question, but you know, but then they spend a lot on like Matilda Jane. So I'm like, well, hey, you know, you might like this stuff.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that can be an obstacle to overcome. But yeah, I think if they get it on and they feel the quality of it, hopefully it's all about getting it on. I swear. It's like once they get it on their bodies, any way you can do to, gosh, I don't know, offer them like to get into a drawing, whoever will try the clothes on or something, because once they get them on, I feel like they see the difference and feel the difference.
Oh, I see.
That's a good question.
Yep. I see a good question here too. From Ashley, her puppies are barking, and the kids are asking questions too. We're full of questions. If there's any mass orders, such as teams, would we be able to personalize the products? I guess not ourselves, but like the team that orders, if we are able to personalize them, such as names and team names.
Yeah, so maybe if I'm understanding this correctly, we have people who have bought in the products, and then, you know, so we have cheer teams and high school teams, we have college teams that buy our products, and then they go and personalize them. So you guys as the rep, or them, they would have to go and personalize it themselves. But absolutely, if they once the product's in their hands, they can go personalize it however they want to.
Cool. Okay. We had a suggestion also and we'll probably just send the email to customer service, but more hats and maybe like a tote bag or something that we can take everywhere with the logo. Well, you are going to get the bag when you get to executive.
That is true.
Goals, baby. You get a really pretty bag. It's so cute. Oh, I should have showed up with my robe so you guys can see it. It's so exciting, you guys. I mean, it's just the little details, and I am not bragging, and I just want to show you guys, because to me is when I look at other women, not to compare myself, but just to say, if they can do it, I can do it. So I'm only showing you guys, just for those of you that are newer, because I know there's newer reps here, but every time you get a promotion, when you rank advanced to junior rep, you get a bracelet. When you hit senior, you get a bracelet. I think this is amazing. They're super cute. Director, every time you get a promotion, this is meaningful for me because that's my love language, recognition and hearing my name and that stuff. So maybe that's for you guys too. So that's some motivation for you guys. So, okay, let's see what else is here.
Hey, Erin, before you leave, I think something that I love hearing, and I feel like I don't get, as a whole company, we don't hear this part of your story enough, but I think it's so powerful, and I share it in all of my Discover ZYIAs because I think it's so powerful. And I don't know if I missed it because I hopped on like 5 minutes late. So if you did already share this, I'm sorry, everyone. But can you share with everyone, like, why, so like the whole message about not living with regret, not caring about what other people think, but just going after to me, that when you share that story, it is so like compelling and motivating and inspiring. And I came home, and one of the biggest things, I mean, my husband's like, what's your big takeaway? And I was like, honestly, outside of like destroying it in my ZYIA business, my husband and I have been looking at franchises for a long time, like a juice bar. And we've been so scared to do it, and so much fear. And I was like, my biggest takeaway is that we need to just do this. We need to jump in and go for it, on top of, jump into this anxiety. So anyways, I'm not going to talk about it, but if you can close with that tonight, I love that message from you.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. Cause yeah, that's so nice to hear. Cause when you say something and you never know if it has an impact, but I guess, to be honest, I was terrified, honestly, starting ZYIA also. And I heard, if your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. Mm-hmm. And that is something that stuck with me. And I it didn't mean that the fear left. I was still so terrified of starting this, and to be honest, did care. I still do care what you guys think, in a good way. I've had to let go a lot of, okay, every little critique doesn't mean that it's a reflection on you, because there are definitely people that they're not going to love every single item of every single light and tie or clothing, so I've had to really just find confidence in knowing that I'm doing the best that I know how to do, and I'm doing it honestly, and I'm doing it with integrity, with honesty and integrity. And at the end of the day, if that's what I have, that's what it is. And I don't want to. Many of you missed it. I guess I think what Sarah's talking about is, in Chicago, I talked about living your life with no regrets, basically. So do the things in life that you will regret not doing. And that's kind of how I've tried to live, is just, I'm going to do the things that I know, looking back, I would regret not doing. And that's just what I would encourage each of you guys to do, is to find the things in life that you'll regret missing out on, or looking back on a few years from now, looking back thinking, man, I could have been a part of that. I could have, done this or that, and I let it pass me by. So I would just encourage you guys to get to that place where you let go of other people's expectations and the loss of failure. It's still scary, but to just do you, and don't worry about what everybody else thinks. As hard as it might be, ZYIA has been amazing for me, and I think so many other women in this regard, to let go of some of those things, and to get out of your comfort zones and give something new a try. You never know where it can take you, or where it can go, unless you try. And I had shared an experience of not trying out for the high school cheerleading team because I was afraid I wouldn't make the team, so I didn't want to try. And that is the principle behind that, is what I regretted so much, was not even giving it a shot and not even trying. That I would rather decide for myself that I was going to fail than letting somebody else decide for me, and caring what other people thought. Because ultimately, I didn't want to try out, because if I didn't make it, I didn't want to hear what other people would say about it, and feel like I let other people down. And that's like a huge regret of mine, is just caring so much about what other people thought. And I've tried to really take that and move forward, and try really hard to not care so much, and to live life. For me, it's a short life. We have one time to do this, you guys, and I want to make the very, very best of it. Try new things, get out of my comfort zone, not get too comfortable, too familiar with things, and just give it all a try. So that's kind of my takeaway from it. But I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to talk about that, Sarah, because that is something that I am passionate about. And try. I still try. It's still something that I have to every day overcome. Honestly, every day I have to overcome it. Just with Ziya stuff, getting on Instagram and be like, oh, they're gonna get sick of me. They see my face way too much. It's still something, honestly, on the daily that I still have to overcome. So it's a good reminder for me that I every day still. So Savvy, I think my daughter came in and was like, hi, I want to say hi, but Savvy, come say hi. Come say hi to our Ziya friends. So this is my daughter, Savvy, who's 5. Say hi, Ziya friends.
Oh, I have a friend too. He's 5, but I'm not going to call him.
Anyway, but yeah, so that's kind of.
She the baby of the house? No.
She is the baby, and everyone treats her like she's just our little family pet. We all just adore her. She's the baby, and we all just want her, huh? We all fight over who she gets to sleep with. It's honestly a battle between the parents and the other siblings. We all fight over her all the time, huh?
So cute.
Well, I'll let you take back over, Paula.
Awesome. You're both awesome. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for letting us. What was that? Sorry.
I'll let you take back over, but thank you so much for allowing me to be on tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, Savvy. Thank you for letting us take your mommy for a little while. Look at all the ladies that are in your mommy's team. Bye, sweetie. Bye. Thank you, Erin, so much. It's a holiday week. I know it's tons of family time, lots of things to do. So really, really appreciate you, the love and just that vision and that the love and the passion that you have for helping us, for helping women build something. It's amazing. And I can tell you, I already see so many success stories and so many transformations happening in such a short amount of time. It's just amazing. And I know this is just the beginning of something amazing. So thank you. And we're here. Big things are happening, and we're just blessed and thankful for all that you do for us. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. So guys, thank you so much for being here. We're almost at an hour, so I'm not gonna stay here. I'm not gonna keep you guys longer. I know we have a lot of hot pink and oceans to go move around. I share the excitement about this call. I just turned this so that we can everybody, you have an assignment. I want you guys to either take a picture of yourself or take a picture of this moment right now and go share it on your social media. People out there think that you're crazy, and show them that you are with a lot of other crazies doing this business, rocking this business, and the only way they're gonna know this is real is show them. So take a picture right now, take a picture, share it, and share how you feel about being here right now, and go rock your business. It's July 3rd, holiday tomorrow, but lots of things happening this month of July. Sounds like there's some lights, and tunnels, lights and tights at the end of the tunnel, and we're gonna be ready for that. So recharge your batteries, and we're anxiously waiting for Thursday. Whoop! Everybody got your picture? Okay, guys, have a great night. Got the recording. I'll pass it along. See you guys. Happy 4th of July. Enjoy the holiday. Love you.